Hey guys, welcome to Running on T 2011, Tuesdays with Javier. I'm doing week 8 and 9. Week 8 was about hobbies. So what do I like to do? If you guys watched my introduction video, you guys know that I used to play hockey, ice hockey, and that consumed a lot of my time because playing ice hockey, there's a lot of practice involved. I would play for my high school team, and it was a girls team, but nobody would go to the games to watch, so it was fine with me not having an audience because I didn't want people to know about me being in the girls team, because at school I passed pretty well. But practices would usually be like 2 hours long, and then I would have to get there an hour before practice to change into my hockey gear, and hockey games would usually be at night, like around 10 p.m., and they'd be like an hour away. So I pretty much had no life when I was in hockey because it consumed so much of my time. And along with that, I was in Shotokan karate. I think, not thinking back at it now, I wish I would have stuck to it. I got so close to my black belt. I just needed 2 more belts and I would have gotten it. But I just couldn't handle hockey and karate because karate would take like 2 days out of the week for me. But I've been in that for like 7 years, and I've gotten like a bunch of trophies, if you can see in the background. That's all from karate. But I do kind of think about going back sometimes to, continue with it. I don't really have any other hobbies, except for hanging out with friends, of course, making videos, watching shows online. Like, I really like Dexter, and my friends have gotten me into Glee. I feel like a Gleek, but what can you do about it, right? So yeah, that's week 8. And week 9 is about where do I think the T falls into the LGBT. I honestly don't think that the T should even be there. LBG. What are those about? Lesbian, bisexual, and gays, right? What does that have to do with their sexual orientation? T is more about gender identity, so I don't really see it belonging into that sequence. I think the T should have its own thing, but obviously it's grouped together with the LGB because it has to do with, I guess, sexual expression. So a lot of the things we face as transgendered people have a lot to do with what gay, lesbian, and bisexual people have to deal with. So I do understand that, but I still don't agree that the T should be in there. And since it is in there, I don't think that the T gets a lot of attention. It's just kind of like the background noise to the LGB. But it seems there's a lot of hostileness in that. I don't know why, but many times it seems that especially the lesbians really don't like trans men. Not all of them, just some of them. And there's just hostility in the group. There's little support. I think because there are more trans men coming out, maybe the LGB are starting to feel a little overwhelmed or threatened by us, because once we transition, we get to have things that they can't have, like marriage, and they judge us for wanting to fit into the norm, not all of us do. I understand that some of us are more genderqueer, and I respect that. But as for me, I like falling into the norm. I don't know. That's just who I am. I see black and white most of the time. That's just the kind of person I am. So, I do want to fit into the male role that society has given us because I like it. People can argue with me. That's fine. That's just my opinion. So, the T seems pretty transparent in the LGBT, and I don't really care so much because I'm not really involved in the community as other people are, but I do see the conflict in that the T doesn't really get the support that it should get. But that's just my opinion on the whole matter. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it, but if you guys have any questions about how I feel about the subject, like specific questions, feel free to ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer. But yeah, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Take care.